Howdy gearheads, I hope you like this week's introduction. You guys already know what it is. You're watching Division 7 Motorsports channel. My name is Vinny and welcome to this week's video. Just like we mentioned last week, we're going to go through the whole cooling system on this Lt-1 Corvette. Hopefully we don't run into too many roadblocks today, but I did take out the thermostat and it did look a little hairy in there. Alrighty gearheads, the first thing we're going to do is scrape out all the old coolant that's crystallized in the intake manifold, and then I'm going to flush it out with hot water using a hose. Now here's a fun fact for those of you that don't know. This factory Lt-1 engine came with aluminum intake manifold, which gives additional horsepower to this engine. That's just one cool thing on this Lt-1 engine that makes it really unique. Alright guys, on that note, let's get into cleaning this engine. Guys, now that I've done all the cleaning I can do, now it's time to put water into the engine. Now that I can hear the hot water's going through the engine, I wonder what it looks like down there.
Stop.
What happened?
We got water coming from the way back of the engine. Hold on. We got problems.
So as you guys were just seeing, I was putting water into the intake manifold and we got a problem. I can see that there's some water coming out of the engine right where the motor mount is. So let's get the camera and let's go ahead and check out what's going on down here. So we can see that there's a steady stream coming down from where the motor mount is.
There better not be a freeze plug on the side of the motor mount. I see where the water's coming out of. It's a pinhole.
Looks like we hit a little bit of a roadblock here, but we're still gonna go forward and flush out the engine because I wanna see if any other freeze plugs are leaking. So let's continue flushing out our engine and I'm gonna go ahead and grab the hose and we're gonna see what other kind of stuff comes out of this engine. Now that we confirm that we have a rusted out freeze plug, these are the steps I'm going to take to getting this thing out of here. First, I'm going to start by supporting the motor here with the engine hoist, and then I'm going to loosen all the motor mounts. Like we saw in the last clip, the freeze plug is right in place of the motor mount. While I remove the damaged freeze plug out of the engine, I'm going to check to see if there's any other freeze plugs that may need additional attention. This should be a fun one, guys.
We might have to climb up on the motor a little bit just because I think we need to break it loose. It's like stuck there.
It looks like the power steering pump bracket's in the way of the motor mount, so we're going to have to remove that in order for us to actually remove this motor mount up and out. So let's go ahead and remove the power steering pump so we can get this motor mount out. motor mount coming out. I can definitely see some water accumulation, but I can't see the pinhole yet. Probably because of this nasty... Oh. Whoa, that's a pretty big hole, guys. Look at that. Ugh. More spider webs. Oh my goodness. Oh. Brakes real easy. Let's see if I can push through. Woo-wee. That is a bad freeze plug. Well guys, we diagnosed the problem. We found the freeze plug that was leaking. We flushed out the whole entire cooling system, and we were able to remove the motor mount that was in place of that one freeze plug that was leaking. We got a lot done in this week's video, so hopefully next week we can finish up the cooling system and work on the fuel system. With that being said guys, if you liked today's video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. I always love hearing feedback from you guys, and like I always say, I could not do this without you guys, so I really appreciate all the support and help and all the positive comments. You guys are the best. Thank you very much. Make sure to stay tuned for next week's video. Don't miss it. If you haven't watched the last previous videos, make sure to check out the playlist on my channel. There's plenty more Corvette videos for you to watch, so don't miss out, guys. My name is Vinny, and you are watching Division 7 Motorsports Channel.